Are you worried about or confused by the real estate market today? It's been a crazy couple of years, and I'm Sue Ann Sylvester with Coldwell Banker, and I'm here to share some research that might help you become a more informed seller or buyer for 2024. This research is from Keeping Current Matters, and I'm going to start with mortgage rates. Like 70% of the country, you probably refinanced or purchased when rates were super low. And what we know has happened because of those rates is inventory is extremely limited. If you have a home with a mortgage rate under 3%, you are not selling. You might hate your house. You might hate your neighbors, but you're not selling. Between 3 and 4%, you're probably not selling. And then 4 to 5%, you're going to have to think hard. And then this tiny sliver of pie is really what we're looking at for potential inventory coming up for 2024. However, about 1 in 4 homeowners say high mortgage rates would not impact their decision on when to sell their home. 43% say it's because they would not need a mortgage to buy a new home. So those are older homeowners who built up a lot of equity, right? Those are the baby boomers and the Gen X, and they don't feel that mortgage rates are as important to them. Why? Because they've built up significant equity. Look at this. 38% own their home free and clear. And in total, 68.7% have paid off their mortgage or have at least 50% equity. That gives them 3 great advantages. They can be an all-cash buyer on their next property, give a larger down payment, or it gives them access to assisted living residences. Why are people thinking of selling, or why did they sell recently? 21% want to move closer to friends or family. And after COVID, we can understand why friends and family have become so important. Then you've got some folks moving due to retirement. Maybe their neighborhoods kind of went downhill, their home's too small, or you have those significant family changes. But then again, if you're older, you may have grandkids that you want to move closer to, and I'm in that category. 77% of sellers last year were empty nesters. That's pretty impressive. And they're also moving further away from their original homes than previously, at least 100 miles. And you can see 55 and older, they are moving greater distances than younger folks. So what's happened with home appreciation? There were some ups and there were some downs. From January through August, housing demand stabilized, resulting in relatively stable home prices. By August 2023, national resale home prices fully recovered from the declines experienced in the second half of 2022 and now exceed their April 2022 peak. So the market is strong. There's low inventory, but homes are still appreciating, and it's a stable market. Overall, it appears a reduction in supply has outweighed the decrease in demand. Thus, house prices have started to increase, even as sales have fallen. What is happening in the future? High mortgage rates have slowed additional price surges because it was crazy. Monthly increases are returning to regular seasonal averages, and that's great news. In other words, home prices are still growing, but are in line with historic seasonal expectations. And this chart shows that. You can see the 49-year average in black, and it went a little crazier, but now we're coming back down to a more normal market. Nevertheless, home prices are still expected to re-accelerate and reach mid-single-digit growth rate by the end of the year. So here are some home forecasts from some major companies and industry leaders. Everybody's familiar with Zillow and Fannie Mae. And overall, the average of all 6 of these forecasts is 3.3%. So 2023 still been a strong year. Low inventory, fewer sales, but strong year. Home Price Expectation Survey, a nationwide panel of over 100 economists, real estate experts, and investment and market strategists are forecasting this for the next 4 years. And you can see 3.3, 3.32%, 2.17. So next year's going to slow down a little bit, and then we're going to see a little more growth. And this is 100 experts, and this is what they are forecasting through 2027. Is it still a good time to buy a home? You'll have to decide whether or not it works in your budget, of course. What's happening with inventory? Well, we know inventory is really low. And I have to say, watching the inventory this past month in October, and it's not on this chart, more homes are coming on the market. And that's great news if you're a buyer. What about rates? This is September. We know now we're up over 8%. This is a pretty scary trend, but what's forecasted for 2024? This is the trend since 2019. We're all the way, well, we're actually up a little bit higher. Where are we going? And I'm going to show you what the forecast is. We have several industry leaders, and they are forecasting an average by hopefully the third quarter of 2024. We have no crystal ball, but they are forecasting we should be below 6. That would be awesome. I think you can just make sure that if you are making an offer on a house, that it fits your budget, and you can marry the house and date the rate and refinance down the road. I know a lot of people have been worried about a housing bubble, about whether or not we may have a lot more foreclosures coming down the track, but the lending standards are still under control. So overall, it's been a tough ride. And if you're thinking of buying or selling, there's a lot of things you want to consider. I'm happy to talk you through this a little bit more in person, or you're welcome to reach out to me for the slides. But as I said, it's from Keeping Current Matters, a fabulous resource. And I hope that you can count on me to be your local resource as well. I'm Sue Ann Sylvester with Coldwell Banker in Mountain Lakes, New Jersey, serving all Morris County.